What a time to be alive. The Blues are flying. The Gunners are gunning. The Red Devils are being cast out. The Catalans, they got a reality check. And in Madrid, it was end to end. We are back again on the Fantactics podcast, your favorite football show. And today, of all days, we have a guest, our first guest on the show. Give a Fantactics welcome to Mr. Bayo, a die-hard Manchester United fan. Jam it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for
Mr.
having me.
Bayo, welcome to the show.
Yeah,
It is
thank
a
you.
special day for us, not just because every day is fun to be on the show, but you are our first guest.
Yeah, thank
so
you so much.
welcome to the Fantactics. How does it feel to be here?
Yeah. It is great to be here. So yeah, yes.
Why did
All I was
you
in-
cast it?
Because
all I was in. So this is it.
he has seen he has seen the glory days of United.
Glory, Man United. I know Mr. Bayo has a lot to tell us because for those that have seen the glory days, where glory day now? They don't understand that. They don't understand that. So guys, welcome to the show. It's going to be fun. Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms, engage the post, leave your comments in the comment section and let us know how you feel. Now, we don't need to tell you about how the weekend went down. I know all of us were glued to our screens. There were a lot of interesting matches. Right now, the Premier League table is taking shape.
Yeah.
The top four,
Yeah.
well, at least we know what the top four is looking like. And it will surprise a lot of people, but Chelsea are in there somewhere, which is strange because for some time now, they have not been hanging around there. Arsenal are also within
mix.
touching distance of the top
Yeah.
of the table. Man City also within touching distance. We know this is not yet the business end of the season though, but Liverpool also, they have raced to the top. But what we are going to be discussing today, we all know, once you saw Mr. Bayo, you knew that we were going to go there, is Manchester United. Sabubu, let me start from you. From an outsider's perspective, what's going on? Tottenham totally steamrolled over United. What's going on? From an outsider's perspective.
I was telling a couple of people that the red card actually did not play a part in the mess that happened that day.
Okay.
Spurs scored early and controlled the game. And United trying to get grip on the game started making mistakes. That's how that red card came in.
About
And I don't know what was going through Bruno Fernandez's
Fernandez's mind.
mind, to be honest with you, because Spurs is a team that they attack. You remember 2 shows ago, I told you that it's only a couple of teams in the Premiership that can control games, no matter how you try to hit them. Liverpool, Arsenal, and City.
Yeah.
You saw the way Arsenal played Spurs with
Yeah.
their rugged midfield that
Yes.
wasn't really complete.
Yeah.
You saw the way even City went to Newcastle and calmed the game down. Even when Newcastle equalized, we saw the experience
level of control.
by the coach.
Yeah.
Same with Liverpool. Even Liverpool of last season would have dropped point against Wolves. But you saw what happened. Even when Wolves came back, they had that penalty. Then they managed the game to the end.
Yeah.
Ten Hag does not really know what the kind of team he's looking at. People say, yes, he won a trophy last season. He won a trophy
This season.
a season before. Fine. The onions is the Premiership. That's why when Arsenal fans are saying we won the FA Cup 3-4, people say, let's face
Yeah.
the league or Champions League.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? United has a very long way to go. Remember I said something. His replacement is already on the bench, but people don't know.
Okay. Now that's another angle. We are going to go into that. But Mr. Bayo, from an insider's perspective, as a Manchester United fan, how do you feel about the way things are going at your club?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a dicey one, really. I mean, I was watching the match and I was very, very furious. I was angry with him because I felt there was no defined play pattern, right? Over time, you could see that when, what's his name? I don't know his spelling or how do you guys pronounce his name? Is it possibly or what's his name? The new Tottenham boss. When he came in,
Okay.
you could
Postecoglou.
see, when he came in, you could see that at the very first 2-3 weeks, you could see what he wants to do, established exactly. So I'm beginning to wrap my head around it. I read a column from Postco's lately. I think it was 2 days ago or yesterday when he was saying that you don't necessarily know what to get from Manchester United, because you can't say they want to play in what do you call it now? You don't know what exactly they are trying to do. Is it that they're trying to do a counter-attacking football? Is it that they're trying to control? So it's a bit of all over the place.
Okay, loss of identity.
Exactly. So I've been seeing recently what Bubu just said. If that there is already an alternative person
On
on
the
seats and all that, but I don't think that's necessarily true. I don't think so.
You know,
Okay.
the problem the board has, United board has is sacking Ten Hag will cost them a lot. You remember he just signed another
Yeah,
contract.
but they just gave him the contract. I mean,
But I think
were you okay with that contract?
yes, I was.
You were.
Yes.
Why?
I was okay with the contract because there's a part of me that was saying that okay, so if you look at it very well, you would think that I think for now Ten Hag has just spent 3 seasons.
This is
Yeah.
third season.
This third season, so you could cut him some slack because I feel that for every the time where we had for post Ferguson era, I think our best coach so far was. For me, I think it was Luis Van Gaal. I'm not too sure about others' opinion because he had a
I
defined.
felt it was Jose Mourinho.
I don't necessarily think it was Mourinho.
No, you're a
So,
Man U fan, but we
yeah.
are outsiders. I'll tell you. See, Van Gaal had internal crisis in the club, which they never spoke about. Mourinho said one of his best achievements in coaching was finishing second
Second,
to City.
Yeah.
City were streamlining
Yeah.
everybody that season.
That was true.
You understand?
That's true.
And he won a trophy for them.
And he won the trophy,
You get what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
a
yeah.
European trophy.
European
Yes,
trophy.
Europa League.
You know,
That
so-
was something.
So see, I just feel United's issue is much more than what is on the field.
Okay, I think we should look a bit at what's going on at Manchester United now. First and foremost, like Bayo said, the coach has been there for 3 years. Now, I just want to lay this out neutrally so we can discuss it. As a coach,
Yeah.
you see Arne Slot now at Liverpool.
Liverpool.
You see Enzo Maresca right
At
now at
Chelsea.
Chelsea. And even with Mikel Arteta, even when Guardiola came, you see those coaches. Also, let me mention Emery because he did an amazing job at Villa in such a short time. You see, they laid down a particular pattern of play. You could see the progress being made by their teams,
Then-
or you could see the attempt to establish an
Then
identity.
another thing about those coaches he has mentioned is they're not the kind of players they want for every position.
No, why I'm trying to
But
establish
for
something.
United,
why
I
I'm
don't.
sa- why I'm
they
saying
just go out
that
and
is-
buy players because
no. Why I'm saying that is
Mm.
because the coach is getting the players he wants.
yes.
You get. So I don't think it's a problem of he doesn't know where. So I just want to establish something. We are going to discuss all of that
Okay.
now. So we can see that he has had time,
Yes.
3 seasons to be exact. You are actually supposed to be seeing not the foundations. You're supposed to be reaping the fruits of
by
your
now should
labors
have had
by
a
now.
settled team.
So that's something to look at. Secondly, tactically, Man U, like you said, they lack an identity. They are neither attacking, they are neither defending. I believe the only times Man U have kind of turned up are in maybe Manchester derbies and against Liverpool. And those have been, there is the back against the wall mentality, the history, the rivalry.
The team is more of a reactive team now.
So you get
You understand? Something must happen before they.
the pick up.
Yes.
So that is established. They are neither here, they are neither there. That's second. And then the coach has spent a lot of money getting players he has requested.
Almost 700 million.
The board has specifically backed Ten Hag. So my question now is, what's the excuse really? What's the excuse? What if you were looking to defend Ten Hag? I mean, if anybody could defend Ten Hag, what would you be saying?
But Bayo,
is the reason why?
there's something you need to note here. Ten Hag was not the first, second, third, fourth choice this season that just passed. They couldn't get the coaches they wanted. That's why they gave him a new contract. Do you know that?
No, of course, that's
Yeah,
established.
I think that yes, there's a bit of truth to that.
Okay.
Then I think that for me, they were actually looking forward to also actually move him. So that's why I said there's a bit of truth to it.
Yeah.
Because if not, the players at the point, we had rumors that the players were already complaining because they wanted to know going to a new season, they wanted to know who their coach was,
Yeah.
because that also has a factor in
Yes.
terms of, you understand, a
Your
player's
own
going
decision.
forward, decision
Yeah.
making and all of that. So I think because they had to say something that a bit of according to what people said, right? I mean, a bit of the body not really so super happy about what he said. He said they came to meet him at his hotel, wherever
Yeah,
he was, and then they
went
gave him
on
a contract and told
holiday.
him that yes, it was on holiday and all of that. So I think that the thing is this. So as much as yes, there was really no coach out there, but I felt that that was not totally true because a bit of the board members were not totally convinced that they should change
The manager at
the
that time.
manager at that time because we have new management coming, the
Yeah.
likes of
But
Radcliffe and all
what's
that.
the excuse really? That's
I
what.
think that, so to be honest, really, if you look at it very critically, and
Yeah.
one of the reasons why I said I was happy
Yeah.
that they'll give me 1 year contract, and that was
Yeah.
very strategic. They could have given him 2 years or 3 years, right? Is because the goal of any I don't know, but I'm saying that from my own perspective of any
Yeah.
football team is that no matter what you are playing,
Yeah.
try and win a trophy.
Okay.
And that was what gave me a lifeline, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So
I don't think he would have
if you
survived.
like play so well, I have one of the reasons why I'm a Mourinho's fan is because if you like play dirty, if you play anyhow, the goal is to put the ball in the
gets
back
you
of the net
something.
and get the club
get-
something
yeah.
because that's what counts at the end of the day. In the future you have it reckoned that Ten Hag got at least 1 cup per season or whatever. Nobody
Yeah.
cares whether he wasn't having
was
a defined
playing aesthetically.
exactly. So I think that for me, there has been a school of thoughts over time that people have been saying really,
Yeah.
if you remember. I mean, people say that players mentality, you hear the likes of Rio Ferdinand saying players mentality, and I think that's plays a big part in
Yeah.
this role of what is happening in the mix
But,
of
but
so,
you know that a coach can build players' mentalities. Look at what Pep has done. People did not believe Pep would succeed the way he's succeeding in England.
Yeah.
Because they said Messi was always his savior. That was the English everybody always said. But you saw Pep coming to City and he evolved.
Yeah.
He became like an animal. Have you seen Pep do shadow training? He's speaking to himself on the pitch. He's giving instruction, but there's nobody there. That kind of person that talks to spirits. What are you expecting?
So generally, another
The
thing.
coach has to put the mentality in those
No,
players.
I think Ten Hag. I don't know. It's an opinion though, but I kind of feel like he's lost. Like he doesn't really know where to go next because even tactically, sometimes he sets the team up, high press, low defensive block. So the midfield, if you notice the first goal Tottenham scored, there was a 50-yard galloping run by
by that
Mickey
guy.
van der Ven.
Yeah.
He just steamrolled through Man United's midfield and into the penalty box, and bam, square, goal. That's like the easiest goal you score any day. And in this era of controlled football, that's really strange for your midfield. But it's something that we see happening over and over with Man United. So now, it now leads to the question, going forward, what does United do?
So
Stick or change?
it's a dicey one. The truth is that whether you like it or not,
Yeah.
you can't afford to sack him at this time. Do you get? Because you're just in middle of a new season. You just have a couple of matches played yet, so you need to be very, very careful about sacking because it can also affect how your season pans out. So my point is that if you look at it from the internal, I
Yeah.
mean, you keep hearing that they are still backing the manager and all of that. Now I feel that I'm not trying to give Ten Hag any excuse, but I feel that somewhere. I heard recently somebody was saying, I wouldn't know if it was Rio Ferdinand, it was saying that it looks a bit that Ten Hag might be having the job might be too overwhelming for Ten Hag because this is not Ajax and this is not the Dutch
The
league
likes of-
where
yeah.
do you get my point? So
Yeah.
you need to have a bit of grit and
Yeah.
all of that to come to
But
the EPL.
I think another problem Ten Hag has, which many of us are not seeing,
Yeah.
is United was not a settled side when he came in. The transition wasn't really smooth. Take a look at another Dutchman at a club at Merseyside.
Mhm.
You see the team he inherited.
Yeah.
He didn't need to buy any extra 1 or 2 players. He didn't need to do that overhaul. You understand? That's Ancelot of
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Okay.
The transition was cool.
Yeah.
They had known who was coming in before the Premiership finished. Jurgen Klopp has started warming the fans.
Yeah, to the new manager.
Before the guy came in, they were singing his name before the guy came in.
Yeah.
And Liverpool was already in that fire. It's just that their slump just dropped last season towards the end. But you see the players they have, fantastic players. They can run, they can do all. Then now brought in a Chiesa from Italy to, more like a backup.
Just like a complimentary.
Yes,
just like a complimentary. Yes.
So you can see that he met a settled team.
Yes.
That has been involved, evolving over time, over years. That United team is a Ten Hag's team.
No, but of course.
He practically brought everybody that is playing there. And another thing United need to sort out is Rashford has to start scoring. He just has to start scoring. It's not that they don't create chances. They hit the ball like twice in that match that day.
Yeah.
Rashford should start, he should hit the ground running. Even the other guy,
sexy. So
United
actually
they just put the ball at the back of the net. Simple and short.
Actually, the issues are many. Mr. Bayo,
I think that to just summarize what we have talked about in this, if you look at what he said, actually, that's actually the crux of what is happening. So to some extent, you may not necessarily be controlling the game, but if you look at a few games that you played already this season, they just actually have that scoring problem. Do you understand what I'm saying now? You have, for example, if you look at
they create chances.
They create chances actually. They create chances actually, but they've just been so unlucky too. So there's a bit of that because Odilon has just been injured and just so you have Zexi and Odilon, two different strikers entirely.
Yeah.
Odilon does not like to control game. His own is just after let me score. I want to and finish.
Yeah.
Zexi is in the mix, and as I see him calling himself a 9.5. He wants to control the game. He wants to give other people chances, and I feel that the combination of Zexi, which have not actually been done or carried out, Zexi and Odilon will actually work because Zexi likes to call back. Is someone that I feel that in long run we can actually play as a 10. Come back, collect the ball, give space for other people to run in, and then.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, from what we have seen so far, even the panel here has not been able to agree whether we will sack Ten Hag or we'll stick with Ten Hag.
We don't even know the issue with it.
Exactly. As a Chelsea fan, I have to confess, I'm very happy with Ten Hag. I'm proud of him. I wish him the best of luck. But I want you, the fans, to also get in the comment section and let us know your thoughts. As a Man U fan, do you want Ten Hag to be gone, or do you want your season to be gone? Sorry, or do you want him to continue?
Who will pay the house rent and the school fees?
Tell us in the comment section. We'll go for a short break, and when we are back, we are going to be looking into the matches that will be going down this week and in the weekend to come. Don't go anywhere.